Alrighty, tidy guys. 1 second here. I'm going to trade on PHUN. Watching it, buying here, a little bit of a double bottom, found support. Then it pulled back again. Looking for a move, ideally over 14 and then breaking higher back above 15. Maybe we'll see something get back into these form resistance zones around 17. But we just have a lot of sellers here that keep pushing down the price. Haven't had that nice kind of momentum. Big support though came in here. 5 minute technically. It's hard to say, but it almost looks like a 5 minute breakout. No, we're, you know, it's a little bit of buying in anticipation here for a 5 minute breakout. 9:01, 30 seconds. It's a Tuesday, April 6th. There's not a lot of action so far pre-market. It's been a pretty mellow pre-market. There's some people jumping here. Let's see if we can get, we need to break past this 215. There's a lot of sellers there. They've been constantly pushing down the price. It's getting chipped away a little bit into the 1100s. There is a possible move here. We might even have a move back to VWAP. Percentage wise, you know, we're not talking that much. It's not the most amazing kind of percentage. There we go. There's some bigger orders coming through. Let's see if we can break 16. We're trying there for the break of 16. Ah, dang. Weak stuff here. Weren't really able to hold anything. Yeah. It's been quite slow. This has been such a slow pre-market. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's true. I'm closing out there. They're getting slower and slower. Let's see, back here at 12. I'm not really sure if it's going to break much lower than this. I really feel like we found a decent amount of support. I sold pretty much at 213. If I left my limit order, or I could have probably put a limit order at 215, get taken out there, but you know, I was looking for that move past 215 and then sell into 16, 17, 18, but we didn't get that, so I ended up pretty much getting out for where I got in. Man, I've been trading a lot this pre-market, and we're just not, you know, I missed this move to the upside. I was still focused on BTX, which was one of our lead gappers here. BTX was a tough one. It was, you know, there was so many false breakouts that I was giving back a lot of profits. BTX, I'm down 230, and then PHUN, I'm up 300. So I'm up $70 pre-market, but that's nothing. That's a total scratch. I mean, I'm trading, you know, my last trade was like $16,000. So, I mean, it's just, you know, a bit of a scratch central out here for me at the moment. Nothing really too interesting. Yeah, Nick, I feel you. BTX was a tough one. I was getting pretty annoyed at it. In my mind, I was like, you know, if I want to keep trading BTX, I need to trade the range and not the breakouts. You know, trading, you know, every time it started ranging, especially in this area, would have been good. I could have been scalping maybe 1% off of it, but that's not really what I'm trying to do. So I pretty much just said, you know what, this ticker is not for me. I'm not trading it anymore. Maybe I'm going to trade it at the open. Some tickers really change drastically. Like after the market opens, some tickers behave and look totally different than they do pre-market. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be one of those days. I don't know. It's tough. Ebon bearish report from Hindenburg. Hindenburg just freaking takes down some beasts with their reports, huh? Michael, where do you get your news from? And why would Clinton Foundation Walmart be involved? That sounds like, I don't know what that sounds like. Facebook group news almost. SJ's, yeah, SJ's a good call out. That's another ticker, moving. A nice little ascending flag here. A little bit more of a wedge almost, but yeah, strong breakout there. SJ is actually one of our more interesting plays. Let me go ahead and save my watch list. This is an NFT play, believe it or not. Chinese broadcasting company. $2 million float, 280 million market cap, and this ticker has a big chance of getting halted into the open. Same with BTX. BTX with that 1 million float definitely has a big chance. Successfully landed on the NASDAQ. Oy, oy, oy. It's running though. It's a fairly new company, so TOS doesn't have some stats for it. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of technical price support and resistance on this one. There's definitely a nice little range in this area. We have that high 1181. And then if we just go here to the daily, see a little bit more, and then 4 hour, you can see we really broke through that. We had an all-time high at 5.3. This was pre-market. We're kind of crawling up to that zone. SJ, 2 million float. It's moving. I'll probably be trading this one, you know, between 5 and I don't know, 1,000 shares roughly. Nice pullback there. A little bit of a spread here. I'm going to reduce the decimal places just to get a better view what's going on. It's 908. New minute coming up here. Long there. Small size, very small size. Didn't really get my fill. Let's see if we get one more attempted entry here. Big resistance at the 15, remember. See if we can get a little bit of fall through here. Close out of this one. Looks like, I don't know. I don't really like how it's moving right now. Possible chance of a flush, a little bit weak here, but first trade on the ticker. Yeah, ended up flushing. Not really super surprised. I'm watching PHUN again. I kind of like the fact that it's here roughly 208. SJ's holding here, a little bit better than I expected. It's a quick mover, this one. $9.12 here. Yeah, it's slow. Nathan. Yeah. Jesus. I mean, pre-market right now is a snooze fest. Whew. This is how all 7 to 8 o'clock, I was like, I mean, no, 7 to 9, I was just staring and I was like, oh, I should probably just walk away. And then I did for like 30 minutes and I tried a little bit more and then, because you don't know when it flips. And, you know, I did miss SJ and I missed PHUN when it had its little bit of a run up. So you don't want to totally walk away, but yeah, I don't know. It's really not very enthusiastic out there right now. Wow, woman gets a new windpipe in groundbreaking transplant surgery. That sounds pretty wild. Good for her and everyone involved. After a major hack, US looks to fix its cyber blind spot. That's me when I get a shot. Oh. This is pretty crazy. I was reading about this earlier today. Janet Yellen proposes bold idea, the same minimum corporate tax rate around the world. She's going to be speaking at the MIF monetary. Hold on. Monetary International IMF, I think it was. Yeah, sorry, I've got the letters in the wrong order. The IMF, and they're going to be discussing that with actually, you know, there's a little bit of an article on that. I think on the Morning Brew had another touch on it this morning. Let's see here if I can quickly find it. The OECD, a group of wealthy countries, has been talking about a new taxation scheme for multinationals for years, and members are hoping to reach agreement this summer. Yellen, as in Janet Yellen, will press her case at the virtual IMF and the World Bank meetings this week. That should be kind of interesting. I wonder what's going to come out of that one. You know, right now, with Biden wanting to increase corporate tax rate to 28% to pay for the $2.3 trillion infrastructure proposal, obviously, in the past, what a multinational corporations, MNCs do, they just, you know, relocate their headquarters. So, you know, if that was not a solution, then corporations wouldn't do that. So that's why she's acting very aggressive on that. Over 30 states here make shots available to all adults, vaccines. It's great. Oh, it looks like Google won the battle against Oracle. That's actually, a good decision, I feel like. 6-1 decision too. There's a lot of free code out there, APIs and stuff like that. So it has to be very clear what you can and can't use. Genesis, then owned Autobrand, just set the Guinness World Record for most unmanned aerial vehicle, aka drones, in the air at the same time. Oh wow, this is not animated. This is drones right here. That's kind of crazy. Let's see here. What else is brewing? GameStop said it may sell up to $1 billion in new stock to raise capital for its shift to e-commerce. Well, there we go. There's the offering that I pretty much have been feeling like is inevitable. This is very scary news for GM. If you're long, I'd be very careful. Blackmail to spread. Russia said it would slow, if not completely block Twitter due to the platform's alleged failure to remove harmful content. Out of all countries, Russia's the one saying harmful content. The market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies hit an all-time high of $2 trillion yesterday. Crypto has been flying. Apple CEO Tim Cook thinks that we are in a privacy crisis. That's that's nothing new. Apple has been tooting the privacy kind of horn for a long time, and that's one of their biggest marketing aspects is also privacy. Worldwide cases are still high. Those are still very high as well. Do you guys hear about LA? LA got a bunch of earthquakes yesterday. New documentary, Ernest Hemingway. Here, that's probably a good little read or watch. A lot of sports news today, huh? XRP is suing Nexo for suspending XRP payment on its platform. NFT article in Bloomberg, just a little reminder how large NFTs have gotten. Hundreds of bankers returned to JP Morgan, Goldman, London offices. Europeans are optimistic about global tax agreement by June. That's actually kind of funny that they're so optimistic. I feel like everything takes so long in Europe, but yeah. Man, this hedge fund collapsing has just had the biggest ripple effects, huh? For pretty much a private fund, in terms of using their own cash. I think it's just mind blowing. Looks like there's a little bit of a wave back here to the upside. Some states are really dropping hard. Look at Georgia, Atlanta, Mississippi. That's looking really good. Same with California. Michigan, what's going on in Michigan? Who's over here in the live stream from Michigan? What is going on over there? But keeps the adrenaline flowing. Jeff the 420 chef says, yeah, Jeff is over there in LA. How's that going, man? Yeah, that really is. Jacob, that's so true. That's leverage. It took a little bit longer to go through the news because pre-market is just such a snooze fest. SJ back at it again here. Possible break above 15. Let's watch this one here. I'm watching at 14.5. I increased the decimal places here to 2 cents to allow me to see the spread a little bit better. So if you guys are wondering why sometimes the numbers overlap a little bit more. Nathan says new variant in Michigan. Jacob says Democratic state. Ay. Crash says Michigan here. Okay, we got a, what is it? Michiganer in the house? No, that's not right. Michigan-y. $9.22. I'm going to change mine today. I'm not going to be trading, obviously, in the next 8 minutes here. Although I was thinking about buying a pullback here, but so many times, leading up to the market cross, the open cross, I meant to say, I just feel like trading gets very sporadic, so I typically just tend to avoid it. Nice. Okay, so the earthquakes are acting as an alarm clock. That sounds good. Nice little back massage. Ooh, when did I get an electric bed? NLST popping up here, looking kind of interesting. Nope, never mind. Fake news. There is no volume there. So keep in mind, we got a few tickers here that are almost very interesting alone on the fact that they have 1 million float and 2 million float. That is BTX with 1 million float, and then SJ with 2 million float. So both these tickers, there's a really good chance we might see a lot of action. I actually really like PHUN. Authorizes Bitcoin purchases for blockchain ecosystem launch. They have a catalyst coming out. So crypto play, 42 million float, 120 market cap, looking really good. Oops, let me scroll here to the right. Holding its highs well. Possible second leg forming here. Looking like something I might want to be touching soon. So into the market open. Oof, there's a few things we want to be watching. BTX, SJ, PHUN, I think are probably our top three. WEI is, I don't know, just on a constant downwards trend. I haven't really been too interested in this ticker. We do have some really big support here, roughly around 1.6 and then again at like 1.5. So if this thing does sell off a little bit, maybe it could be a huge red to green opportunity on WEI. But a lot of different tickers to watch. So, I'm going to be calm and collected. We don't have that, clean main lead gapper. Maybe BTX, maybe SJ, but always ask yourself what's the most obvious lead gapper, and I'm a little torn. So I'm probably not the only trader that's not 100% decided. Pre-market was a rough, so yeah, let's calm and collected and see what we can get. Okay, Crash says Michigander. What are you ganding about? Let's see. 5 minutes here before the market opens. That is quite a lively chat. Depends, I like the 9 EMA. It makes me more aggressive. I used to trade the 15, or was it the 13? I kept on missing my entries. So I tightened things up a little bit with a 9 EMA, but I think as long as you get both used to one, I wouldn't switch it up too much, honestly. You could throw both in there, but that might throw you off as well. Keep it simple is what I would probably urge. Less is more. I feel like there's enough of my charts as it is. For some reason, I keep thinking the market's going to open in like any minute, but it's actually 4 minutes. I'm going to fill up my tea. La, 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 la. Finally, there was actually water in the tea kettle. I feel like the last few times I tried to fill up my tea, I had to make the water first. Three more minutes here. I would say stay on topic, guys, but it's kind of entertaining to see what's going on here in the chat room occasionally. But, you know, minute leading up to the market open, let's stay focused. I'm just kind of scrolling through these tickers and I'm still thinking which one's the most interesting. BTX here on the 4 hour. Looks like, you know, there's a potential for a better entry around 7.5 or something like that. So I'm not super aggressive. SJ, huge resistance here at 15. You got to watch out for that. I don't know. We'll see how this one performs. PHUN. You know, this one actually looks like it has the most support underneath it. So PHUN might be a good one to watch at the market open. Right here around $2, big time support. Possible upside to about 2.5. So this is actually looking kind of interesting just on the 4 hour. Daily chart on PHUN is just a catastrophe. So BTX and SJ are definitely extended right now. SJ has massive resistance here at 15. But once it breaks, SJ breaks 15, I think we could really see this ticker run because 15's all-time high in terms of pre-market trading on SJ. So let's, oh man, there's quite a bit to keep an eye on. I guess I'm just going to be jumping around a little bit here. Another minute to go, minute and 10 seconds, time of force day. Oh, maybe do some breathing workouts, exercise, to do some stretching. No thoughts on MUDS at the moment. Control space or right click the watch list and you mark it, but I like to do control space because I click enough all day anyway. I like to reduce my clicks. I'm actively always looking for ways to reduce my clicks. When I'm coding on Trade Journal, for example, I'm like, what can we make on this site that will allow us to reduce our clicks? All right, guys, 10 more seconds here. Good luck, everyone. Calm, focused, relaxed. Plenty of time. Here we go. Chili vanilla. PHUN with some nice support. Let's see what it amounts to. A little bit of a sell-off there. Buyers came in nicely. Big move there. Looking good. BTX selling off a little bit. PHUN, nice little pop. Indexes are slightly red, which is nice. I do like when they're slightly red or slightly green. Slightly red makes me even feel more optimistic on small caps sometimes. EIH moving. Ooh, BTX selling off. PHUN, good move there. Long PHUN, small size. Possible next fill. PHUN's a hot one. Oh, you know what? That was the wrong size I put on this ticker. I'm going to close that one out. I meant to go along with 2,000 shares. Oops, that was a mistake. I wanted to go along with actually 8,000 shares. I went along with 300. I had 300 selected. Watching PHUN. It was actually a pretty decent little trade. I can't believe I messed up my position size. BTX selling off there a little bit. BTX finding support potentially. SJ with a red to green move potential after having a flush. PHUN holding. Holding nicely. Possible breakout there to 2-3. I'm being a little cautious here, but the opening volume is nice. BTX still falling off a cliff. SJ at 50%, BTX at 70, and then PHUN at 30. A lot of support here. Possible breakout on PHUN. I'm still waiting for that 2-3 breakout, but I'm not getting aggressive myself. This is moving on the second leg. I mean, there's big potential here for sure. 2-3, possibly going to crack. It's got to chip through a lot. Boom! Congrats to anyone that got that. I'm over here chilling a little too hard. BTX going for potential red to green. SJ shaky as ever. And then PHUN is the clear winner right now. Let's keep watching this one. Nice breakout there from pre-market highs. We got potential upside here to about 2.5. New minute starting. Looking for starter size at 31, possible second size. Looking for a break past 36. Still sellers here. I'm going to take profits and see if we can do a second size. I'd be taking profits now if I didn't take profits before. Watching other tickers, but they're not looking as nice. BTC, PTX still around 70. SJ went down a little bit from 50. PHUN was at 30, now it's at 36, so it's looking good. Yeah, ACY halted. I'm not, super crazy about ACY. It's a bit of a weird one, but PHUN setting up a flag potential here. Nice continuation. There's the next resistance zone at 2.5. A lot of resistance going to come up here in a second. BTX selling off. Still has more room to the downside, so I'm not crazy about it. Nice. Congrats to anyone that got the PHUN run. I got only a small chunk of it. Kind of flailed here a little bit on that first trade. That was a bit of a mistake. Market open, I'm usually not super aggressive on, so I'm not really having too much FOMO or anything, which is nice. Good support here. I'm going to put a limit order at 34. Let's see if this area holds. 35 still acting as support. Still acting as support. $35 selling, 34 holding, 34 held. I was just thinking maybe I have to get a little bit more aggressive here on this one myself, but could be a good overall setup. 34 might crack a little bit this time, getting chipped a bit. Long 6K shares at 33. Let's see if we get a move back to 2.4 or so. Slight little resistance. I would take some profit off the table if we had a quick move. Ideally, I'm looking for a move past 2.4. That's struggling a little bit. Might do a second trade on this one if we get the opportunity. This was a first pullback. Yeah. Loading up here at 34, definitely have potential. Long again at 32. Bit of a dip. Long at 32, 6K shares. Flag pattern, that's a little bit delayed, but it could be a little bit of a shakeout here. 9 EMA could be acting as bigger support. Watching it now. New minute starting soon. This is where I'm hoping we're going to get another rip. It's 9:38. Still very, very young. Should be saying early. AK shares. Brought my average down just a tad bit. PHUN. PHUN is a ticker we've traded several times in the past. I'm not sure if we're going to get a move back above 32. There's a lot of sellers here. Oh, they're getting chipped though. Wouldn't mind taking some risk off the table on a break. $34. Let's get that movement here. 34. Let's see if we can break 34. A little bit of a flush, so it was good that we took some risk off the table for sure. That was pretty much a scratch if I got out, if I was lucky enough to get out now. Out. Scary stuffs. BTX, I'm still watching this one. It's down about 8% from the open. Hold on, I gotta turn this. We don't have a heater here, so I have the oven open, and freak, my head is getting hot. I feel it, my head is on fire. It's so red. All right, let's get back here. SJ, still not really doing much of anything. What's ACY up to? You guys trading ACY? It's up 30%, so it opened up green from the hold. 12%. ACY is moving the nicest, in a way. I mean, it's getting halted, but it's, you know, doing some stuffs. Yeah, PHUN is a little tricky here. Ben's calling out GLSI. Yeah, there's potential here. There's definitely tradable movement for sure. Volume's fading a little bit. PHUN looks like it's finding a little bit of support here. Had quite the sell-off. Possible size of 23. I'm not gonna really push it much more than that. BTX had its first little bit of bigger bounce, about 3%. Long, PHUN at 23, smaller size, riskier setup. Dip buying here, looking for a retrace back to 28. Sell volume has been fading. 9 EMA on the 5-minute, acting as support. Maybe we're going to get a move back above 25. Ideally, I want to see move into the 27s. Oops. Yo, I just confused the heck out of TOS for sure. 23, holding down the fort a bit. I don't really trust trading this one, so like looking for home run trades or anything like that at the moment. 9 EMA has a chance to be retested here. Boom. Took profits there on that move to 27. 27, oh, there's the break. I was just about to say 27 might break. Maybe we're going to go back above 23, but, you know, that's very aggressive in my eyes. So I felt like taking profits before then was the way to go. Yep, Romoy, that's the name of the game, especially on kind of a nasty day like today. It's kind of disappointing that I actually missed PHUN on both the good front side moves, and somehow I'm like, you know, scalping it now. Which is good, but you know, kind of sucks that I missed the good moves. Just understand when you're trading backside, understand when you're dip trading on the backside, and understand when you're scalping, because you know, if I was looking for home run trades right now, you know, we'd be having a big old red P&L open. Just remaining calm and collected here, not looking at my daily P&L, but I just throw it up there for anyone that was curious. Also, when I watch my videos on playback, I kind of always like to see what the numbers are, so sometimes I throw them up here anyway. PHUN's a bit of a tricky one to trade. Not as tricky as BTX. I think BTX is a really hard one to trade. But PHUN is, it's very aggressive on the front side and then quite aggressive on the back side. So it's kind of like once you're looking for the pullbacks, you kind of start getting in bad positions very quickly. It's not so nice. There's a flush on PHUN, a failed breakout there at 2-3. TH being called out by several people. All right, I'm gonna put PHUN on my top screen. Yeah, good run on this one, huh? Nice percentage as well. I'm not sure why this ticker's up. Q4. USA oil and gas. We got, not sure what they were doing pre-market, but 305 market cap and 30 million float up on earnings. Doesn't even look like earnings was today. I'm not sure. Late runner, maybe just broke some resistance. Always kind of hard to say. Volume though is nice. Let's quickly go to the weekly. Let's go back to the daily. Flat top breakout zone was nice. Let's go back here. 3.7, definitely bigger resistance at 4, and then it looks like there was a close and an open roughly at 3.66. So let's go back there. Yeah, we had a fake out breakout there. Now it's selling off. Big resistance here. We had a kind of a triple move, which sometimes can be a bit of a wedge, but I'm not sure. This is more of a channel, but ascending patterns do typically break to the downside. Ascending wedge, ascending channel. BTX is such a nasty little naster. Honestly, look at this freaking redonk. Literally pre-market, I had such a hard time trading this one. I pretty much said I'm done with it, and now it flushes here 11%. Dang, hopefully you guys made it out on quickly or had a stop that got you out. Otherwise, you know, sometimes it happens to all of us. We got to bite the bullet, you know, and take a loss, a bigger loss. So it's unfortunate, but it happens. It happens to everybody. It happens to me all the time. PHUN, I wonder if it's setting up for a move here. That's something a little bit more, you know, sustainable. Something in the 28s I would maybe consider trading. I'm watching this one, just watching. Possible entry at 27. I don't think I'm really going to get it. Might have a breakout here at 233. $27 entry, quick entry. We might have a move back higher here past 32. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Taking profits there. Very quick move. Felt like there was potential. I told you guys I was looking at the 28. I got my fill at 27. Reduced my size to reduce some risk on it because I was kind of nervous there would be a flush. Nice. Could have held longer, but today's not really the day for it, I feel like. Yep, there's the potential flush that I was freaking out about in my mind. AIRI being called out. Nice call, Carol. Not too shabby. Look at this thing move. We're getting a lot of interesting little mini plays here. $2 big time resistance on this one. Watch out. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you enjoy the content. I really do appreciate that. Easiest way to support the channel. It means a lot. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd love to see you again. By the way, if you are new, have you checked out the Foundation video series? It's on this link here, tradejournal.co/connect, that first pinned link, and it will get you totally caught up to speed. Let's get back here. PHUN making a flag. AIRI. Tough. Has a catalyst. Landing gear components. $6 million purchase order. That sounds pretty good for a $60 million market cap company. That's 10% of the market cap. Company's up 32%. Probably a little bit aggressive of a move, but at the same time, you know, big contracts, big partners, big deals do represent sustainability, represent competence. So there could be more upside here. 1.8, watching 1.8. PHUN looks really shaky in this area. Very, very shaky. Possible move back to 2.4, but very shaky. Thanks, BG. Appreciate it, man. Salgot, no, I don't do that. I don't do any sort of copy trading. Yeah, AIRI, look at this. Move 177. Kind of nasty. Possible size here at 166. Long at 166. Try to reduce my risk a little bit on that one. Can it break higher? I'm scalping the heck out of this one. I don't know if it's going to be possible. $90, a lot of resistance. Trying to take my profits there. I didn't trust this one at all. Ooh, PHUN just flushed. I was almost certain that PHUN was going to do something sketchy at one point. Yo, today's a flush-tastic day. Oh my lord. Just a ridiculous 4% pop, and then you're, you know, freak all of a sudden down 8%. Whew. What a load of nonsense. Yeah, today is nasty. I mean, we've been feeling the nastiness today on all fronts. I mean, BTX flush-tastic, PHUN total disaster. I know tickers that I got flushed into just like this many times. Maybe that's why I was being so cautious here. I felt like I took risk off the table by reducing my size. I had 8,000 shares here originally. And then I was like, you know what, this could flush here. It could also flag out and then maybe make a breakout, but I was already thinking it might be a false breakout. Anyway, I went for my quick profits and, you know, never turned around, and then boom, this nonsense happens. Today is not the best day trading day. It's tough. A lot of fake outs, a lot of tickers not holding their highs, flushing down. This is scary stuff. This is really dangerous territories. SJ, this ticker is just constantly selling off. You got to really understand that you're in a descending channel, which descending channels, just like ascending channels, they do the opposite. They break typically to the upside. So here we go, nice little 5% pop off the lows. There's no way I would have held for that. I would have took my 4%, 3% and, you know, ran away. It's a tough day. Jacob says pre-market was okay. Nice, man. I'm happy like you were doing some work then pre-market. I was getting slapped around pre-market. I was almost losing my cool. Appreciate it, Razak. You guys are amazing, man. I learn just as much from you guys every day. No fun for some people. Yeah, Jonathan, I like that. Scary stuff out here today. Oh man, BTX doesn't stop flushing. It's all it does. There might be bigger support at one point around 6.6 to 6.5, 6.75, but I wouldn't be touching it yet. In terms of our IRA account, I think this one's down a little bit. Oh no, it's actually up a little bit for once. Yeah, nothing really new to squawk about. Yeah, this ticker is just so slow. SPFR, I'm unfortunately down $100 on this one. This is the new ticker we joined yesterday, SPFR. New. It's holding. It's actually really unfortunate because my original limit order on SPFR for my swing trade was at 40, like 48 or 43. I don't remember. It was at 40 something, 1040. Ended up going down to like 1041 or something like that. After I ended up chasing it and buying the pullback because it randomly exploded. So annoying. Yeah, so I got my early entry on this one. I'm actually quite nervous on here. I'm more nervous than I should be. I might not hold SPFR, guys. I might actually get out of this one. I don't like the fact that there's an investigation going on in this one. The big reason I bought this one, it was on my radar for a little bit. I really like the whole space ETF being launched, ARC space ETF. I really like that, this is a 3D printing company. ARC is looking heavy into 3D printing. I just kind of feel like this could be another Clove or something like that. If it breaks that support, SPFR might not look too good. So I don't know. I might even take my loss on this one. It's also a total snoozer here, which is not fun. Let's quickly look at some NFTs. NFTs are popping up on the news all the time, and I think we're getting some really good consolidation. So I might actually look for some more NFTs to play. FNKO, this was a lead gapper that's really crawling up nicely. Got big volume here. Oops, why is it not 1 billion market cap? TKAT. This was a really aggressive runner. I might actually buy TKAT. I like the fact that the sell volume had no volume. I think I might consider trying to grab this one. We were trying to originally grab it here, but we didn't get our entry. So honestly, anything kind of closer to 22 would be mind-blowingly nice. I'm going to put an alert here if this flushes, which it looks like it might, because that breakout happened on pretty much no volume. So TKAT, let's keep an eye out for this one. JFIN, this is another one I'm looking to accumulate. It's breaking pretty much 7.5 now, and I think we might be able to nail this one below 7, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Right now I'm looking in this area here. Let's go to the daily. Yeah. This is nice territory. 6, SJ around 12 could be a great bottom bounce. HOFV, look at this one at 4, guys. Could be a good spot to accumulate. Sell volume is very light. That's a very bullish sign. I might be spreading some entries out on some of these because they're high risk plays, so I don't really want to go in with full size. WKEY, this one's selling off. It's more and more, but the volume's so light on this one that could be a good accumulation. I think there's going to be a second run. OCG, I was waiting to buy this one. You could already see that alert limit order on it. Oh yeah, I mean there's some interesting moves for sure. TAOP, shady stuff, but sell volume's so light. Let's maybe think about where we can get some good entries on some of these. No, Mike, I'm sorry to hear, man. Yeah, man, pre-market was tough. The only thing I decided to do pre-market, since I was getting chopped out left and right, I was like, I'm just going to cut losses so quickly. The second a trade doesn't do what I wanted, I'm just going to cut out. And that's what allowed me to only have like $200 and something losses on pre-market on the ticker I was doing so badly on. Which one was that? That was BTX. Just cutting losses one after another. That I was able to avoid a lot of downside. I'm still down BTX $235. I didn't even try to really recover from that one. MUDS being called out. I haven't looked at MUDS at all. MUDS. It's chugging along here. Acquisition Corp. To go public via merger. Tops. Top sounds so familiar. Why does top sound so familiar? MUDS. Yeah, MUDS is running. Tops. TOPP. Baseball Card Company. Is this an NFT play? Baseball cards are massive with NFTs. Could be an NFT play. Yeah, SPACs are a little bit risky. Yeah, Micah, yeah. Yeah, also, you know, cutting losses quickly is a bit of a double-edged sword, right? Because you're constantly, you know, chipping away or building a massive hole, right? Every time you're taking $50, $100, $200 loss, you know, you do that 10 times and boom, you know, based on my trading stats, you know, then I would be stopped out for the day. So it's annoying, man. No stress, Micah. Just, you know, freaking make yourself a nice big fat dinner, take a bath, maybe enjoy something extra today. Red days are inevitable. It's important to really treat yourself on a red day. So let's talk about some SPAC or some swing trade opportunities a little bit more. I'm going to wrap up my day trading for sure. I'm not really feeling a lot of this stuff. Thanks, thanks Jeff for Tops Trading Cards for pointing that out, and thanks for Ramoli for always the kind words. So yeah, I mean, being aggressive today definitely worked. But being aggressive on the dip trades and then being aggressive with my exits in terms of just taking my profits and getting the heck out, because we were getting moves that I didn't really like. We were getting tickers that weren't very nice, and we were starting to see flushes. So I was playing the defensive game. I did get aggressive on the dip buys, but man, oh man, I did not overstay my welcome. And that's today. How I was able to end green, but whew, I don't know, like this was a tough one for sure. Yeah, I don't know, it is what it is. I'm gonna run to the restroom quickly, we'll talk about swing trades, and then we'll go from there. So here's MUDS, and what is your depot, dude? I'm not sure what depot is. Oh yeah, Red approves. That happens to all of us, trust me, man. That is every day, I feel like. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Yep, John, that's true. Jeff says, showing my age, I still have thousands of Tops baseball cards. You know, I was when I was in elementary school, I was constantly getting baseball cards from like teachers, specifically my art teacher, uh, Mr. Cornix. But I don't know if I have any baseball cards anymore. I didn't even really know what to do with them, to be honest. I was still too German at the time to realize it was even a good thing. I was like, why is this man giving me cards? What do I do with it? Um, but it felt good, I guess. Okay, Slava's wondering how much cash do you trade with? I trade with about $10,000. Again, guys, I said this yesterday. I really recommend, if you have not done so already, check out this video that we did on. No, wait, not this video. This video. Winkler's March recap and April's forecast. We go through all of our trade journal stats. We really dive deep into the stats. You see everything, all my P&Ls, my averages. So really quickly here, if you're kind of curious what that all looks like, if we go to stats and we go to overview, let me see here. Let me just pull up for, let's say, this month. Obviously today's stats aren't going to be documented yet. And let me just pull up the unlimited account, which is just the day trading account. We had a $50 first day of the month, and so Friday we had $50, yesterday 1,000, today another 1,000. So this is going to be a nice little pump here to the upside. My average position amount, value, which is the dollar amount is the amount of shares. I'm trying to kick up my game a little bit. Last month I was about $9.3 thousand. Right now I've been trying to trade a little bit more aggressive. You guys saw it. A lot of my trades, for example, on PHUN, sometimes I was trading 8,000 shares. A lot of times I was trading 6,000 shares. So, 8,000 shares, that's $16,000. So I was really trying to pump up my size a little bit. And then, typically I'm making between 100 and 200% based on my average position size, or my average value. I've noticed. You can see here a lot of my trades, this trade 6,000, this trade 16,000. Oftentimes if I have a trade under, 5,000, it means I got a partial fill, so I didn't get a full size, and then I typically closed out on this one. Let's see, what's my average win? Oh, my average win, average loss is positive right here, finally. Last month it was negative, but the month is still young. My total winners is down a little bit. Last month we were, had 70%. So, but this is only 2 days of stats with only how many trades? Like almost none. Where is it? Wait. Total trades 19. So that's like, these statistics are super not significant at the moment because there's only 16 trades here. So, yeah. By the way, if you guys are wondering, Trade Journal is totally free. Totally free. What was I just about to talk about? Yes. Swing trades. Thanks, Pablo. Yep. Yeah, we try to keep it simple here. Yeah, Robert, I was born in Germany, but I moved to the States when I was a kid, to Florida. So I'm like Floridian by culture, I guess you can say. Nice, Michael killing it on NIO today. Nice, man. Yeah, John, it's pre-market. We're not live yet. I'm just chilling pre-market. I'm not always trading pre-market. Pre-market's just like 8 to 9. I mean 7 to 9. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. Sometimes I just, look at my computer, trade a little bit for 30 minutes, and then I walk away for an hour and a half. Sometimes I trade all pre-market like today. Sometimes I don't touch it at all. I don't know. It's a hit or miss. What I like is, streaming from 9 to roughly 11 because I know I'm probably going to be trading and I'm probably going to be doing something. And once I'm done trading, I usually just wrap up the stream. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, let's get back here and think about what do we want to do with our swing trading portfolio. SFTW. This ticker, Osprey Tech, is really, really down. I would actually like to average down into this one a little bit. I'm quite bullish on this one, and really it's at a good price. But again, buying power light, so I might actually go ahead and close SPFR. This ticker is really struggling, a lot of selling momentum. I just take my $250 loss and call it. Okay, boom, we just closed SPFR, guys. There we go. You saw it here, it just happened very quickly. Which is good because now I have some buying power up on this one. Where does it show buying power? Actually, hold on. No, I do have buying power. I just cannot close the trade. I think that's how it goes. Wait, hold on. I broke so many good faith violations. I'm losing track here. Yeah, okay, maybe I can only do this tomorrow. So, oh well, whatever. I wanted to close that one anyway. I was kind of losing enthusiasm for it. I've seen a lot of these kind of descending triangle patterns, and oftentimes, even if they do break to the upside, they're usually followed by a shakeout first before they have a continuation, or they have a breakout, they get rejected, and then they have a continuation to the downside. So either way, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. Honestly, right after I bought this one, I already kind of regretted it. So yeah, there it is. We closed this one out. Took a $100 loss. It is what it is. What was I trying to do just now? I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, let's go back to the NFTs. NFTs. SJ breaking out. Oh, let me quickly look at that one. Yeah. Nice. 9% move. I like the speed on SJ. It's one of the rare tickers lately in the last week or so that's, got some good momentum behind it. Great momentum here. Look at that. That is just a massive hammer candle. That's looking super nice. Possible break back above 15. If SJ goes back above 15, this could be a pretty nice nice move. I'm not the biggest fan that it sold off here around 15% from the open. That's not very nice. But technically, let's do a little bit of, bird's eye view on this one. Let's go here to the 5-minute. Technically we have a higher low on this ticker. That's good. We have a higher high, just barely. It did flush a little bit. So maybe we're getting a bit of a channel on this ticker. It's hard to say. I had a little false breakdown there. Big resistance here at 15.3, and then it's still at 14.90, huge resistance as well. Yeah, it's interesting. RMO being called out. Beautiful stair pattern on RMO. Nice. Really good stuff. RMO has 10-2 upside. I like that. Just realized I was about to fall on my computer. I was leaning so far forward. I would definitely watch out for this 10-4 zone. But if we can break 10-4, we might have a run to like 11-3 or something like that. Big volume on it today. So they're supplying batteries and then battery manufacturer to PACCAR. It's a good catalyst, especially because the price is low. So that's really nice. Kind of bottom it made. I wasn't really watching this one because it wasn't over 15%, so my scanners didn't pick it up. But quite nice. Good call for sure. John says, I see you make 90% of your money pre-market. Where do you get that statistic from? I don't even have that statistic. I'm not sure how much percent of my money I make pre-market, but that's a really good idea for a trade journal stat. You know what? I'm gonna even write that down. But again, I'm not sure where you got that statistic from. PHUN back. Man, RMO, guys, that's a really nice one. Good call out. It's a little bit of a slow mover, but everything today is a little bit slow. How do we pick swing trades? You know, a lot of news articles, trending news, and all that fun stuff. I'm not sure if I would consider this, Stefan, as making moves again. This is definitely not what I would call making moves again. There's almost no volume on this ticker. It's running into a lot of resistance, had a few failed breakouts. I don't know. You know, maybe it's going to run back here to VWAP, but, you know, look at your left shoulder and you're risking a flush. So I don't know if I would call that making moves, but it's trying. It's definitely tucking along here, like you know, trying. So yeah, this is the big resistance zone on SJ that we were talking about, right? We had the left flush on the left shoulder. We have the flush on the left shoulder. We have the big resistance here at 15. Yeah, but overall, you know, higher highs, higher lows, bullish trend, but you know, this high right here was a pretty aggressive failed breakout. It was a triple top, and then the third top had a flush, so kind of nasty. HOF having a little bit of a bounce here. I would like to see usually a little bit more consolidation first. WKEY, this one's still falling off a cliff here. Like 10 and 11.5 are kind of significant zones. Even 12. It's just shy of 12. Volume falling off a cliff. WKEY, I think, is quite an interesting ticker. If this ticker goes down a little bit more, I might try to jump on it. Yeah, Jeff, I think so as well. Oh, I didn't even do any analysis on MUDS. Let's go here to the 4-hour. The big breakout though was not able to hold its highs that well. Sometimes a bit of a red flag. Yeah, it's not really confirmed that MUDS is an NFT play. It just definitely has potential for an NFT play. There goes PHUN having that kind of start to a flush that we were worried about. Oh yeah, Bo, just read that. Nice, man. 1.3K getting in at 9 and riding to 9.95. You 95 cents a share, man. That's beautiful. Yeah, the RMO call was good. I really like this ticker as well. This one was, you know, inching up really nicely. I love the big support here. I like the fact that it was depreciated overall, and then that, you know, pretty decent catalyst comes out. I think there's going to be huge resistance on this one. I'm not sure how much more it's going to go. But yeah, that big breakout here and that perfect pullback. I mean, this is like a picture perfect play. I missed this one, and then I kind of felt like I was jumping in on it a little bit late. But yeah, Bo, you nailed the beast on that one, huh? You even got like a perfect exit. It looks like that's pretty good. Nova's gonna have a tough time. It's in a golfing candle right now, so this is gonna be a toughie for this ticker. I would be a little bit cautious here with this engulfing candle. I'm not sure if we're gonna break back higher, but maybe worth an alert over 40. But we'll give it a little time. So I think NFTs, still waiting for potential entries on a lot of these. I think we're going to get a little bit more sell momentum on them before they have maybe a second rally. I think we're definitely going to have a second rally at some point. JFIN is another ticker I'm really looking at. I mean, we were talking about this before, possible break there at 7.3 or so. You know, we could really jump on these. So I'm going to give them a little bit longer. I have some funds available, and yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. WKEY, look at this one, really setting up a nice possible move. Sell volume kind of coming down here. These are aggressive tickers. I would like to kind of really see a bit more of a bottom forming. OCG, you know, this is another ticker I'm looking at, but I do think it might end up flushing one more time. So I'm kind of waiting for, you know, a move here below 7.5. I don't know if I'm being too conservative, but I'm not really in a rush. So probably better to be conservative than anything else. DLPN, you know, finding huge support here as well. So you know, this is another tick. I'm not sure how much lower it's going to go. But if it does have, let's say, another crack, gets into the $10 zone, I think, you know, jumping in on one of these wouldn't be that bad, because the upside potential is usually quite nice, and they can happen just one pre-market. So kind of a, you know, intense way to trade a little bit, because you don't want to get caught in one of these sell-offs, and it's really easy to start holding a bag on one of these. So that's why I'm being super cautious. And at the moment, I still have yet to pull the trigger on any one. So we'll see what happens. But I like the fact that, you know, NFTs are still exploding all over the news, and right now they've been pulling back for, you know, 2 weeks, it feels like. So I think there might be a little bit of a second, third wave coming with NFT Momo. All right, Jeff, I like that though. We got it on the list. Let's see how it holds here. I'll be checking it out pre-market tomorrow, and then, you know, we'll see if we jump on it. X Dragon, just you know, study up, man. Be slow. You know, it seems like, I don't know. You have to also be. You have to figure out if you want to be a day trader or a swing trader or investor. You know, it's all totally three different things. You know, if you have a passion, if you have a career goal, let's say you want to be, I don't know, let's just say a doctor. I probably wouldn't really recommend day trading. Day trading is, you know, takes some time to figure out, and day trading is a job. You know, you have to trade, or else you're not going to make money, right? You have to be present. So if you have other career goals in mind, you want to do something else with your life, then I would look into investing, you know, and pick some stocks that you really like. Start building a portfolio of, you know, 3 to 5 stocks that you really, really like. All the best investors in the world say, you know, diversification is kind of worthless. So I know that's like really, people are probably like, what? But you know, if you you know, Peter Lynch, One Up on Wall Street, you know, a legendary investor, he said, you know, it tells people just to invest in what you know. You know, pick a few stocks that you really like, and start accumulating it. And you know, if you can learn some TA, some technical analysis, that's not bad either. But first, figure out if you want to be a day trader or an investor. That's the step one, man. Yeah, Steven, man. Oh my God. Playboys. I'm so disappointed. I can't believe it. I literally sell it the day it starts running after holding it for 2 months. That was painful. So painful. Yep. Yeah, so I think I'm going to be really looking into going in with size tomorrow on NFTs, smaller size most likely. I'll make sure to drop it in the Discord, guys, if I'm long anything on in the stock swing trading section. So keep an eye out for that. And then if I don't enter anything, let's say today or tomorrow pre-market, then you guys will see me enter it tomorrow on the stream. And then I'll also probably mention it in the Discord. Usually I always mention stuff there. Yeah, Ramoli, maybe we'll get another fire sale. I hope there's going to be a nice little sell-off on NFTs, but I'm not too optimistic that there will be. So we'll see. BFLY, let me check it out. Butterfly network. Yeah, and they're potentially at a good accumulation zone for sure. Why can't I click the back button? There we go. USA medical device Butterfly. Here we go. Let's see what they're all about. Ultrasound design for the future. Single probe, whole body handheld device. Really nice website. About time we get to 100. There we go. 10x geonomics. When I bought and sold on Thursday. I like the fact that this one looks like, and it's in a really good accumulation zone. It didn't really move much on that catalyst that a big investor was buying it, but at the same time, this could just be a snoozer ready to wake up. I like it. I think it makes sense. It's easy to understand and get behind. Obviously requires a little bit more information, but I put it on the video comments section for now. Good call out. Looks interesting. Fairly new company, so it's kind of, you know, giving back some of that hype a little bit, which is totally fine. Maybe it's going to have a break here, 14, but I'm not totally sure about that. If we have a second sell-off here towards 14, this could actually be a really good accumulation, even in the 15s or something like that. Some YouTubers talking about it too. Okay. Ooh, Steven says SJ broke 15. That's quite bullish, actually. This is really bullish. Yep, and you can see that volume there to justify it as well. Big time volume, looking really good. Nice, making a new high of day there, following the trend. I mean, it's a solid uptrend here. It's moving as well, you know, it's a nice one. There's some activity actually in it. Who's trading this one? Who's getting aggressive on it? Got a possible move there, back, you know, 6% upside. Possible pullback here at 15, 13. Boom! Instantly rips. That was the move I was literally just thinking about. Well, so far so good. You know, if this is the bit of the consolidation channel we had here on this ticker, we had about a 20% run before we pulled back about 7%, and now we're on another 11.5% run so far. So if we can get another, you know, we might see a move towards like 16.7 or something like that. So I think there's still, oh, well, that just happened. So I think now it's getting a little bit riskier. Now you're trading near the highs, and this ticker's, you know, notorious for flushing. So I would maybe see if you could squeeze a bit more out of it, but ultimately I'd probably be closing my position on this one. But heck yeah, that yeah, it literally just went to 16.7. Now it's at 16.8. So sometimes these moves happen a lot faster than I expect them to happen. That went so fast. Nice, Steven. Congrats, man. You called that move out. Big congrats there. That was a perfect pullback at 15. Big volume, 9 EMA support. I mean, the thing, all stars were aligning on this one. Now it's halted. Q-wee. All right. Get some action back in here. 2 million float. So this is what you can expect from a 2 million float ticker. Love it. And you're out, Steven, before the halt. Yeah, I think you played that one pretty well. Oh, that's kind of a cool bull emoji bow. I like that one. So most likely 5-minute halt here, could be a 10-minute halt. Most likely it's going to open up at 10:39 and 43 seconds. This is another 4 minutes or so. Yeah, that was really smooth. SJ ripping the NFTs. All-time highs on this ticker. It's always exciting when a ticker goes to all-time highs because you don't really know what it's going to do now, especially a 2 million float kind of ticker. There's good, you know, potential that just keeps on pumping, but I think it's at huge resistance now. We're at the resistance from the high trend that we drew earlier. We had a 20% move. We had that pullback, 7% or so. Now we had that second roughly 20% move, actually almost exactly 20% move. Maybe we're going to get 22, 23, 25%. But I would have a hard time buying in these zones. That's kind of what I'm thinking. No, not yet, Muhammad. Not yet. Another 2 minutes, and then we'll see what happens here on SJ. Anyone planning to trade SJ on the open? Yeah. Yeah, SJ is definitely warrants a hint of FOMO because this pullback here was just about picture perfect, especially with that big volume. Yeah, the double bottom was pretty good too. I don't think I would have traded it because this ticker was just pulling down too much. But yeah, you're right, Ramoli, and it is actually quite nice. All right, we got another 2 minutes here before SJ opens up, and we'll kind of go from there. This ticker barely traded this one. Let's go back to SJ. All right, another 40 seconds before SJ opens up. Ramoli says, don't FOMO, Alex. Trying my hardest. I remember TTCF. All right, guys, here it goes. Boom, instant spike higher. Woohoo. Let's see if there's a bit of a pullback here below 17. That could be a snag. Might be worth trading, but I don't know. To me, it's extended, so I'm probably not going to be touching it myself. No, Ramoli, I was changing the header on this live stream, adding the tickers. But very observant. Nice. Honestly, this pullback here, this was like a perfect trade. So big congrats to anyone that nailed that pullback at 15. Good call out, Steven. Oh wait, Ramoli, you're the one trading it. Remember, 2 million float. This thing's explosive. Yeah, I gotta be really quick on that dip, huh? But now it might even be a... Nope. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more of a pullback, maybe back to 17 or so. Yeah, here goes a little bit more of a big pullback. Let's see if it goes to 17, kind of what it does from there. That's right around the 9 EMA support. It's also around the place it opened up quickly. No, Benny Bear, it doesn't, unfortunately. But you can pretty much assume it's 5 minutes. I'm not really sure how to answer your question, Zachy. Not even really sure what you mean by it, but yeah, I mean, technically it would do exactly the same thing, right? But I appreciate that you like how it's organized, man. We've been spending a lot of time thinking about it, trying to make it very simple and helpful. Honestly, SJ is looking like it's going to be a really good setup here. Big support at 17. I would try to somehow get an entry below 17.5 if I was trading this one. Maybe it's going to pump back to the upside. Let's see. Now it's dipping. 17.7. Oof. I don't know. Maybe it's not going to dip much more. But I definitely know if I was trading this one, I'd probably be getting shaken out left and right. Or I'd just be super patient and wait for a 17 move. But then I'd probably miss it. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. No problem, Zachy. Yeah, it's a bit weird, SJ, at this point. But I think this could be just a longer flag setup. There's that move below 17.5. Just actually, was it moved? Yeah, just slightly. There it goes again. Could be another flag pattern breaking out here. Could also be a little bit of a fake out before a continuation. 10:44. I usually don't do any more trading after 10:30. Heck yeah, man. That's what I like to hear. All right, well, good luck, guys. If you're going to keep trading SJ, I got to go ahead and wrap it up here a little bit earlier, although we've been kind of wrapping up quite early most days. But remember not to overstay your welcome. Right now on the 5-minute, SJ is making a doji candle, and then it's breaking out higher slowly from there. So typically that's a bullish sign, but I would still expect maybe a slight pullback here. But right now, and it's on the front side move. It's very bullish, so you know, anything's possible, but just remember, 2 million floats, anything could happen. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Don't forget to smash the like button on the way out. I really do appreciate that. Easiest way to support the channel. If you're totally new, you want to learn more about what we do here every single day, don't forget tradejournal.co/connect. It's that first link in the video description below. And man, it's hard not to watch SJ right now. It's just really interesting to watch. And thanks, Ramoli. Yeah, take care, guys. Boom, there's that move at 75. That's what I was looking for. That's where I would have jumped in. I think we're going to get resolution on this within the next 1 or 2 minutes, but I won't be here for that. 17.4. Yeah, it looks interesting. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Ciao, ciao.